So yeah, good morning. Um, Today is just for introduction for the whole course for basic math. Um, so you already have the test, right? Anyone passed the test? Okay, one. Okay. Is it difficult? No, but you maybe forget. Okay, so uh, um, the reason why you need to take the basic math is actually to enhance your math ability because you are in engineering and most of the engineering is based on math, right? Like a modeling, some formula you need to understand in physics and other um, phenomenon as well. So I will start with because we are now having two class, offline and online. So I will uh, present through the online class, and you can also see the presentations. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, this is the course. The code, my name is Imanadi Purnama. And also for the online students, you can type anything, questions or any suggestions you want. I will check later. Okay. Um, yeah, you can email me if you need something or asking any questions regarding to this course. So I got my bachelor in material science in Indonesia. It was a long time ago. Yeah, in ITB, and then got my scholarship in my master for Taiwan Tech, and also for a PhD. And then I offered a job here to teach. Um, my office is actually the same as the secretary for IITP students in T1 building. I forgot to mention here, T1 third floor. Um, yeah, I think that's it for introductions. Important, you need to check your system uh, periodically. Um, I think you can also check the university email, and I'm suggesting just integrate your university email with your personal email because it will make easier. You will have like notifications through your personal email. So Moodle, and also for online students, you need to check Moodle system or log into your university email. Okay, and then please check the QR code for the attendance. Um, for the first class like today, I just want to make sure the attendance is the system is okay. Okay. We will start the attendance tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is the another class. And for the online students, you can also check the QR code. Okay, I will give you a couple minutes. Okay, open your smartphone and scan the QR code. Yeah, I think yesterday in the calculus class, some students didn't scan the QR code. So I just want to make sure that you scan the QR code and I can make sure that you already attend the course. Ready to check? Fine. Okay, no problem. Okay, I hope online students you already scan the QR code. Okay. Okay, next. Yeah, just a reminder. Because this is the from university how to say suggestions. So wear mask or social distancing. Yeah, we hope the mask will kill the coronavirus. Okay. schedule today and tomorrow at the same room. This is the textbook if you need. I don't think it's really useful for you, but if you want to check it out, it's okay. The content is basically the most of the content is similar with your high school, I think, but I'm not sure because I thought everyone have a different background. But most of the chapters, I think you already learned before. So I just want to have a review and maybe add some points. That is James Stewart, 7th edition, pre-calculus. Okay, so do you find math is easy, but not like the picture? Okay, fine, here it is, and not like that. Uh, do you like math? You want to nod your head, but you want to shake also. Or do you hate your math? Okay, so what I found interesting in math is, especially when teaching math, um, I'm not sure where it does come from at the very beginning, but the math is difficult is kind of a stigma, like from the day you were in elementary. But I think in elementary, like until several grade, you were okay, and then you have a transition to more complex situations, and then you find why it's so difficult. Okay, um, to get you motivated for what we are doing in the next month for the whole courses, first thing you need to know why you need to learn math. That's the key actually. Why we need math. Okay, do we need math for passing the course only? Okay, that's I think one of the key to help you study math and calculus. Okay? It's not just about passing the grade. Okay? Uh, Passing or failing, it's natural. Okay? You can pass, you can fail, it depends. But the most important thing is what can you learn from the courses overall. Okay? And math is actually, um, I don't know, what do you think of math? What is math? Counting? Any, you want to raise a hand and just say your words, any words? What do you think of math? Formula, memorizing formula, blah, 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 quadratic functions. Okay, yeah, good, good. That's one uh, key point, language. Okay, language. So if you need to understand something, we need language, right? Like for example, how do we know that the gravity force is mass ma, right? How do we know that the force of gravity is that way? So that symbols also math, right? So what I do believe, and you can also look for another meaning. What I do believe in math is actually a natural way or something that is already in nature, and we need to um, understand that. And how we do understand is by developing, yeah, language or formula or any symbols that we come on our mind, and that is math. So just a quote. Why this is important, I will show you later. And then also the some. Do you know the guy, the Lewis? Have you read the book or watch Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia? Narnia, or if you don't, yeah, that's quite popular. Um, it's like several, some siblings, four, I think, they go into the cupboards and then they transported to some fantasy land. Yeah, that's, and then it went magical. But I want to share with you, where we find difficulty, we may always expect that a discovery awaits us. Where there's cover, we hope for gain. So if you go to some open space, if you just see the big picture, you see maybe nothing. But when you take a look, a closer look, maybe behind the bush, behind the tree, maybe you find something. Maybe you find wild animals, etc. Okay. What I want to show you is, if we look deeper into something in nature, we might find uh, something that interesting. Okay. Well, I want to show you this. Okay, snail. What do you think of snail when you see the snail? Disgusting, or have you touched? You have touched. Okay. If that is like a mushy and yeah. Okay, I think this picture is interesting. Do you think it's interesting or no? It's okay if you disagree with me. That's fine. Okay, what I want to show you is um, the the shell. Okay, see the shell. If there is no math, okay, if there is no mathematics, maybe we find, oh, just, oh, beautiful, beautiful shell. We just say that, yeah, beautiful shell. But when we understand math, we find also the pattern is everywhere. Okay? Like here in nature, even wave. Okay, even wave. We call this pattern. Anyone know what it's called? What ratio is it? Anyone know? So it's called the golden ratio. And most of the nature, they have this pattern. So what you need to do, you have A, you have B, okay? And that A over B is exactly this number, 1.61803. Or the symbol is called phi, not pi, phi. Pi is for the circle, phi is here, 1.6. So it's actually quite easy to draw. Okay, you have like any rectangle. Okay, you make your A and B in some point here, and then make a line, and then from this right side is also rectangle, and this is also A and B. Draw line, and this is also the same. Draw line, and make it into small rectangle inside. Okay, and then connecting point from here, make a curve, make a curve, make a curve, and goes into the middle like a spiral. Okay, so this is the golden ratio. And also in your face, in your hand, this and here, it's also golden ratio. In your proportion of your body, that's also golden ratio. Okay, in your brain, and also the spiral in the galaxy. So if we don't understand, or if we don't find a language to understand, maybe we will, oh, that's just okay. beautiful, okay, good. But when we understand and take a pattern, take some fundamental symbols to understand the nature, not not only our body or what we see, but actually maybe in the microscopic scale, in um, galaxy, there's a pattern there. Okay, so how do we proceed? It depends on you. Um, what this means is I already have the schedule for you for basic math, but how fast or how slow maybe it depends on our progress. Oh, one more thing about this golden ratio. I forgot to mention. Anyone have hobby for photography? No. It's actually the golden ratio. One way to make your photo looks more appealing. I forgot to take some picture because there are at least two rules in photography to take a picture. First is the um, rule of third. So you make like a square box, three, three, three in row, three in columns, and you need to make sure that your object photo is in the middle, and it has like at least here, yeah, this gap. It will make your photo focus and appealing. That's the first rule. But actually, there's also another rule. You make the same box, but the ratio becomes the golden ratio, and making at least at the middle your object. So you will maybe you will see some. Maybe I will show you later some image. Uh, um, as for online students, don't worry, I will show you later. Yeah, more or less, you have this grid. So usually, this is the rule of third. And this is the golden ratio. So maybe the object will looks like, maybe this is like, you have a ship here. And maybe this is like a building here, but it will be have some contrast here. So it will be more appealing here. Yeah, I will show you later. And for grading, 20% for activity, 50% for quiz, final exam, 30%. Actually, this is the first time I add the final exam. Before, there's no final exam. But I want to make sure you get all the points that I make. So I put final exam 30%. So quiz, at least 3 quizzes, at least. Okay. So activity means it can be some of it at your attendance. Another is your activity in class. It can be your asking a question, answering questions, and etc. Okay. Yeah, keep these questions in your mind. Every basic subject has a building blocks. Like for example, chemistry. What is the building blocks of chemistry? It's elements, it's atoms, right? What is building blocks for physics? It can be sort of formula in phenomenon. But what is building blocks of math? Okay, keep this question. I will try to go into deep in the tomorrow courses. Okay, so I need to check the online student. Okay, the question. Okay, so the quiz will be around some chapters in our course. Okay, so that is the quiz. So every quizzes, I will announce which chapter uh, we will have. Okay, another thing. Um, Also, the Wolfram Alpha. Okay, actually, Wolfram Alpha, you have all basic needs for essentially for all major from the math, like from the elementary algebra, graph, calculus and analysis, geometry, differential, all, and science and engineering, also society if you want to check everyday life. But the idea is you need just to uh, type in any questions you want, especially math. Okay, if you want to know like derivative, integral, or trigonometry, you can just type in. But you need to understand some computational language to write. Okay, like how to make squared, how to write squared in the language, see, using the apostrophe like this. This means, okay. And if you want to make like square root 3, you need to write square root, yeah, square root 3. Okay, that's the from alpha. And also, we have the GeoGebra already showing calculus class also. So you can check, this is the classroom resources. So you can check, you have two mode here. You can start your own calculator, graphing calculator. So I think you don't need to buy really fancy graphing, but it's good. It's good. You can use that also because it has its own computational and algorithm. Because I'm not sure how, the limitation for the GeoGebra. But if you want to make it like all free, just use the GeoGebra. You can start your calculator and you can design all the graphs you want. Okay? If you are like, you want to make sure, oh, how the graph looks like and how the graphs behave. And also it has the classroom resources. Okay? Or you can just type in the classroom resources like for limit, and it will show you some picture. And I think in some classes, maybe I will try to utilize some of the features in this website because it's already there. You can actually make by yourself and then save and share to others. Also, you can do that. Oh, by the way, it also has the AR. So you can check your phone. You can check the app name is GeoGebra 3D. So some of the graph here, they will have some code. And if you put the code through your app, you can make like a 3D, like you can make a graph here, like 3D graph, and you can see the graph through your phone if you want. Maybe we can try it later. Okay. Okay. For the online student, any questions so far? Okay. Okay. Let me show you another. Yeah, this is the what I've trying to make. So this is our schedule. I will upload later in PDF. Okay. So it's a schedule. Um, so today is the intro. Tomorrow is the but I believe this is if all going well. But maybe tomorrow is only fundamentals and inequality, or maybe until the some rate of change. But because some of the concept you already learn, and I think most of you know so well, then we can skip some. Okay, so you will learn also functions, inverse quadratic functions, polynomials, real zero. I think this is where I need to make some addition, because there are some rules that I'm afraid that you don't really familiar with that rule. That is in the September, and in October we will have a continuation for a polynomial, trigonometry, and maybe quiz one here. It's maybe it's maybe not fixed. Okay? It depends on our progress, and then also trigonometry from the right triangle, law of cosine, sine, identity, um, addition and subtraction for the trigonometry, double angle, half angle, product sum formula. Uh, it's quite a lot. Trigonometric equations, polar coordinates, polar equations. I think I'm not sure if I want to make this De Moivre equation, but we can try. Vectors, 3D vectors, and then quiz 2, um, cross product, system of linear matrices, Cramer's rule, partial fractions, system of nonlinear equations, system of inequality, and December, inverse of matrix equations, and then quiz 3. I've designed the schedule to have like 4 quiz, but if we don't have time, maybe just 3, that's enough. Because this quiz 4 and final exam is closed, so maybe I can skip the quiz 4 and just focus on the final exam. And the conic sections, shifted conics, sequence, arithmetic sequence. I believe all the chapters that I mentioned, you're already familiar before. So I hope we can finish before New Year. So maybe the end of December we can finish. But if not, then we still have these 2 weeks here. That's also a possibility for a final exam. So again, it's depends on our progress. Yeah, I will upload the schedule later in the Moodle system, and also I will also upload the recording if you want to find. Yeah. Okay, let's. Uh, so this is what I mentioned before, like this one. The ratio for the photo, okay, is take a golden ratio. So you can see the tree, you can see the man here. So it makes appealing, and you can use this like as your cover, and you can write maybe title here, and then maybe you can make like some film, right? A short movie or like that. Okay, so it's quite interesting because nowadays, before most of photographers they are just using the rule of third, but recently they moved to the golden ratio. Okay. You can also check if you have a photography hobby or you have interest in making video, like this man here. It's appealing, right? Okay. Okay. Um, just to make sure, um, in the next courses, I want to use this screen here. Okay, can you see the? Okay, so I will write all the formula like basic math. I will write the question for tomorrow. Okay, what is the building blocks of math? Um, I have a guess that probably you will have you will say uh, the same points. It's true, but it's not all true. But we will have that tomorrow. Okay, I'm checking this. Okay, I want just to make sure that there is no technical difficulties, no delays whatsoever, so we can have our course going smoothly. So that's what I want to show you. How do we proceed? And also in calculus class, this is maybe the way to teach. Okay, so online students, you see my my screen, right? It is clear. You can read the sentence. You can read the questions here. Okay. Okay. So any questions? No. Any question, online students? No. So if not, then um, I will stop the recording and